All right, today we are going to talk about how to make a self-portrait using some crazy colors of paper. I have purple for my skin of my self-portrait and yellow for my background. My yellow is a full sheet, but my purple is just a half sheet like this. I need to make this big rectangle into an oval for my head. So the first thing we're going to do is cut off some of the bottom, okay, the short side. I'm going to cut some off because I'm going to need this later for a piece for my neck and maybe other details too. So I'm going to save this to the side. Now I have a smaller rectangle or kind of almost a square, and I'm going to cut some of the corners off. Okay, so I'm going to cut the corners, cut the corner, cut the corner, cut the corner. Now I have almost an octagon right here, but it's still not quite an oval yet. So I'm going to cut a smaller bit off of these corners and I'm going to round it out. I'm rounding it out with my scissors. If I find a sharp edge, I'm going to cut the corner. Okay, every little sharp edge I find, I'm just cutting a little bit off. I don't have to be super detailed with this because I'm going to be layering stuff on top of it anyway. Okay, so all my scraps I'm just going to put off to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and lay my head right there. This piece for my neck, I'm going to use just a part of it. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this in half. This part I'll save for later, and this part I'm going to want to use for my neck. But right now, my neck doesn't have a body. Okay, I'm going to use some really fun scrapbook paper for my shoulders right here. I don't need this whole paper though, so I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, same thing that I did for my head. Right now my shoulders are really square, so I'm going to cut the corners and then I'm going to round it out where I see a sharp edge. Okay, now I have something that looks a little bit more like shoulders. Okay, so I've got shoulders and a neck and a head.